Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial video with me, B Squared. Today I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to make a gold farm. So I've decided to show you guys how to make one in the nether for 1.16. I am currently in the newest snapshot 20W22A. Since this is only a 1.16 snapshot, if there are any changes for when the release does come out, I'm going to put it down in the comments below, so make sure you keep an eye on those comments if you do decide to make this for 1.16. Currently, where I'm standing near is an example of what will happen to a lot of the more common pigman farms once you go into 1.16, where there's piglins and zombie piglins, is that piglins can also spawn pretty much all the same places that the zombie pigmans can spawn, but they are not attracted to the same items as the piglins. So the zombie piglin will aggro onto this turtle egg and drop straight down into the kill chamber, while the piglins will stay up here. And I've actually been here quite a bit, and you can just see the amount of piglins that have spawned, and this is really going to affect your rates. So we are going to actually want to make this bottom platform. Instead of making it with a stone block, we are going to actually be using a magma blocks. It will be more expensive, but the reward to having higher rates of gold will be well worth it. Down here is actually the kill chamber. So as you can see, they are dropping just enough blocks that they are instantly killed, and you get their gold. And you might also see this guy right here. So it turns out that scaffolding blocks, when they're flat, actually are spawnable. So you want to keep that in mind if you are using scaffolding to come up to this height. You might actually want to replace it. If you're going to be just coming up here and chilling, you can always just kind of shove him out of the way like I'm going to do, and stand on this block right here is your AFK spot, and watch them all fall, while also collecting up rotten flesh along with gold nuggets. In this chest is everything you will need to collect before starting to make this farm. Inside I have 32 stacks of magma, 12 stacks of glass, a stack and 35 scaffolding, 25 oak trapdoors, 27 hoppers, a single turtle egg, and 6 chests. Again, you can make this with 32 stacks of like netherrack or something like that instead of using magma blocks, but magma blocks will make it so you will not have to worry about the piglin spawning. But if you do choose another block, I would also probably bring a stack of glowstone so that you can light up the area to make sure that endermen don't spawn. And once these are all collected, you're actually going to want to get on top of the nether roof to make this farm. And I actually have a video that I'll link in the description, as well as a card on the top right corner there for you guys on how to get onto the nether roof, as well as make a hole so you can get back down. Now in 1.16, there are new biomes in the nether, and zombie piglin specifically will only spawn in nether wastes. So be sure when you're looking at your biomes that you're in the nether waste when on the roof. If it's any other biome, the zombie piglin actually won't spawn, and the farm will be wasted. And I don't want you guys to waste any time building this in this wrong spot. So be sure you're looking at that and build it only in the nether wastes. Once you found yourself a nice little nether waste spot away from everything else, you're going to want to start placing your scaffolding. And you're going to place that down till you run out of scaffolding. Once all of that scaffolding is placed, it should say you are on 226, which means you are actually in the correct spot. This is completely up to you if you want, but I like the idea of placing a block right here that's a specific color so you know exactly where to AFK. You don't have to, but that's something that I like to do. If not, you would just place regular glass here. Make sure that whatever block you place here is a transparent block so that nothing can spawn around you. So all you're going to want to do is kind of make sure you don't fall like I just did, but place blocks around so that you won't be doing that. You're going to want to go out 3 this way and 3 that way with glass. So hold shift while you're doing that to make sure you don't fall off. Because if you were in survival, if you fall, you will die. Not like me, who is able to fly since I'm in creative. You want to go 4 blocks out in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And fill it in just like this. Same with this side. 4. Fill it in like so. Because you really want to start, if you're in survival, on making the collection unit. And then we're going to move on making the platform on top. Because once you complete that platform, it's going to start raining. And you want to make sure that you're prepared for it, otherwise you're going to have a bad time. Right over here in this little gap, you're going to place some chests. And you're going to go down here. And I would just probably place some glass right like that. If you break. And then you should be able to just break this and place another set right down here. And just like that. So then you can get down to all 3 of these chests, just like so. You're going to want to place some hoppers coming out of these chests so that we can start creating that collection unit. Then go 2 this way, and 2 this way, and then you're going to go back by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you place these hoppers down, you're actually done with the collection unit. You could add more chests and more hoppers downwards to hold more, but otherwise, this is actually all you're going to need to really collect the drops from the zombie piglin. Now, if we want to just come over to this corner right over here and place a glass block right here. What we use to pillar up, and we want our Y to equal 50. Once you get to that point, above that is where we're going to place our first magma block. So while you do that, you're actually going to want to be crouched the entire time, because if you stand straight up, you're going to actually take damage. From this block, we're going to actually want to come off to this side where there's no hoppers in the straight line from here. Place a block here. We're going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count off from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it should line up right like this. So this is going to be where we're placing our trapdoors and our turtle egg. So let's start placing those in. You're going to want to fill up this whole side where it's nice and level, just like this. This uses the mechanic where they're going to think that they can actually walk off and get to the turtle egg. But they actually can't, because when they're open, they're gonna just fall right through. But to them, they could pathfind. Hold shift here to place the trapdoors in line here. 1 there, 1 there. And then come to this side, just like this. Place 1 in the center. Place a temporary block on top of this trapdoor, and then place your turtle egg. So the turtle egg should be floating above. If it is actually online with the trapdoors, sometimes the piglin can actually land on top of the egg and destroy it. So make sure it's lifted by 1. And now we're just going to start opening up our trapdoors here. Now we have an absolute center here. We're actually going to count out to 20 from here. 1, 2, 3. And repeat counting to 20 on all 4 parts. Once you get all 4 of these out by 20, you're going to actually want to go to each of these corners and connect them up. So you're just going to kind of place these out until you line up with this one. Oop, we'll be able to see a zombie piglin fall and get killed. So that should be happening. If they're not getting killed, that means that you are off blocks. So make sure that this drop is 24 blocks. Now that these are all connected up, we're actually not going to fill this in with all the magma just yet. We're actually going to switch back to our glass, because you should have a good amount left over since we haven't really used much of it. And we're actually going to make protective barriers so that we don't have ghasts or magma cubes spawning. The main reason why I want to start with this is so that the ghasts don't spawn on you and aggro to you and start destroying your build. So I recommend working on it in this order. You're going to want to go into the farthest corner. Go 1, 2, and 3. And then you're just going to follow the pattern that you have placed right here. Down this edge. Once this side's done, we're actually going to want to go in by 1. Place a block like this, and you're going to just follow this all the way down to the other side. Once on this side, fill that in. And go across just like this again. Go in by 1 and follow it down just like this. Once you have this set up, you're going to actually be following this line. And you're going to go in by 2, place, and connect it onto that end. And keep doing that, leaving a 2 wide space. And the reason for that is this actually creates it so there'll be no 3x3 area for the gases to spawn, as well as the magma cubes will not have a spawnable area. And I will line up just like that, leaving a 2 wide and then 1 wide on either side. So just connect these all the way down. Once you get to the one that actually lines up with this magma down below where our drop chamber is, we're going to actually want to sit here and ring it around. We don't want to be placing glass over top of this. It actually affects the sight of the zombie piglins, and I've had it where sometimes they just won't aggro to it. After some testing, I found that this actually fixes that issue. So just make sure that you place it just like this and not be placing a line over top. Now you can just go right back in, placing your glass. And once you place the last of the glass, you should be over in this corner. So you're going to want to drop down right here. And break these. And now you'll be able to start filling in all of the magma. And once that's filled in, you can just see the rates of this thing. Like, they spawn in very quickly, and even if they, like that guy spawned in the way corner over there, even if you spawn in way over there, they still aggro. See these guys? They're all going to aggro right onto that. So then, if you just come down to here, and this is from building it and just now that it's finished. Since this farm also produces a good amount of rotten flesh, you can actually bring some clerics in here and have them set up with a brewing stand so they do refill their trades while in the nether. Please just don't place a bed. They will not be able to sleep and they will not be able to breed. But they will work at their workstations, they will refill their trades, so you can bring some clerics up here so you can trade that rotten flesh for emeralds. So you can make this an emerald farm, as well as if you wanted to, you could raise this by 1 block and they wouldn't instantly be killed. And if you make a little chamber where you could sit right here, you can actually one-hit kill them from this as well. But I didn't want an XP farm. I'm just making this for gold. But you could use this for an XP farm, an emerald farm, and so on. So this is a really versatile farm. It does take a lot of resources and a lot of time to set up, but I do think that its reward is well worth it, considering you can make a lot of emeralds from this, have all the gold for the hoglins to barter with, as well as you could turn this into an XP farm if you really wanted to. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this tutorial helped you guys for making your own gold farms once 1.16 drops, or making one for 1.15 right now as you want to stock up on gold before you reset your nether. And I will catch you guys into the next video. Please leave comments down below on any recommendations you have. I do know that my video quality might be a little less than normal, might be a little shaky. I'm having some recording issues. I'm actually upgrading some parts of my computer, so that hopefully will fix a lot of these issues I'm having. But again, thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you guys for the amazing support I have on my channel. And yeah, see you guys in the next one, I guess.